failing. Good evening. Happy Monday. I'm gonna start off stream with a quick game of Wordle just for shits and giggles. Got some decent letters knocked out right off the bat. Well, that did not help me learn anything about the A. Okay, so I know it needs an R. I know where the E needs to be now. The E needs to be in the middle. that the word? No, steep is 2 E's. No, he needs to be there. They can't be there. So it's something EA R. Is a fear a word? Freak? Oh. Barely make that one. All right, let's take a look at Star Trek Fleet Command and the games that the events we have for today. Ooh. We have a compensation chest. We're rolling on a compensation chest to make up for the performance issues that impacted players last week. Ops 20 to 50 receive emergency field rations and officer depot tokens. Ops 51 receive emergency field rations and Sulu shards. But they are also extending the choice faction and Ferengi event stores. That's a pretty good thing. All right, so we have 1 day left on the Syndicate Pass, 1.5 days. Wave Defense Pass still. Maybe I'll do that one today. Syndicate Pass is Unity. We have the V'ger Filament thing, which is like a purchased Prime. We have Fleet Commander Elevation. Ooh, I should have saved some of the Fleet Commander upgrade stuff that I did yesterday. Only one person in on this board right now. 2-day event, we'll see what that one brings. I did the Riker event, the Riker maneuver event during my lunch break today. We got Rules of Acquisition, Lat Rush, Head of the Curve. We have a ship upgrade SLB and a building and research upgrade SMS. Then we have Pinnacle of Power Hostile Hunt, which that's getting hazard particles, so that's still okay research because there's still hazard particle research to do. I see Excelsior Pursuit stores back. So maybe we're getting that event. Unless they just brought that back since they brought the other stuff back. I'm going to send out transigen miners. Because can't get enough of the transition. Especially this rare and epic. That's been going so fast. Actually, now that they brought the Ferengi stores back, I wonder if that actually resets stuff. No, that left the stuff at the same level that they were. Okay, that would have been interesting if that would have reset. Oh, let's see. We've also got final 2 days of Alliance Tournament Store. So I still have what to get out of here. I still have the solo outpost directives. I'll collect those tomorrow night. The chalk shards might not be super horrible picks. I don't know if any of the assimilated stuff or anything like that. I needed any blueprints for the ship refits. Oh god, I lost another one. That's my 3rd one I've lost today. I need to shorten up that message on YouTube. I'm honestly surprised that the chatbot didn't warn me that ahead of time. According to this, it's the correct length. Or a sufficient length. It's not over length. Or is that... I wonder if that's just a moderation message. That's probably just a moderation message. I'm moderating my own bot. Gaps, link, paragraph protection. Is there? Okay. So I need to set my bot up as a different user group. I don't know where to set that. It must be like a channel setting. We'll just see how that works, I guess. Things always get interesting when you need to make adjustments. I did it again. I knew it was gonna happen. Well, this will be a good way to test to see if it still does the same error message. Okay, looks like it didn't get modded this time. Yes, okay. Learning experience. 11 more helps for Syndicate Pass. Alright, well that's going there. I'm gonna swap this ship over to Excelsior. I'm gonna do my daily for that. And I'm gonna try to remember to collect all my challenge track this week. That's, I think, the last 2 weeks here I've missed out on at least part of the challenge track. I think I only collected the full of the first week, and then I missed both of like Legend. What is it, Legend or whatever? Epic. I missed both of the epic ones for this last week. I think I only missed the second epic one last week. Or the week before. It's hard to get in that routine, and I don't think there's a pip on that thing yet. I didn't realize how much pip dependency that I've built over the years. Alright, those are both OPL and the Veil. That will get the mining daily done. I decided I'm going to only do one faction, at least for now. I don't think it's I don't really have much interest in doing multiple faction ships. I've never really been a big fan of that. And it will just be easier. It will be easier to do the upgrades. Alright, lag compensation. 3 Sulu shards. Fair. 2,000 field rations. What does 2,000 field rations get you? We'll call that roughly 3 elite redeems. Ten Syndicate XP chests. Count that as 1 galactic recruit. That's kind of a big roundup for that, but that's a fairly minor. That's a fairly minor compensation chest. I've seen much better compensations. And then, of course, Crucible of War is running. I don't remember if I saw... I don't think I've seen this at G7 yet. That's pretty fair. Pretty fair for 4th place. AMS doesn't mean anything. SMS only counts on level 70. That's kind of crazy. Thanks for the lurk, Omega. All right, that's 5 of 5. Get that guy recalled. Server 41, that means Incursion's opponent. I haven't even touched the refinery yet today. Well, other than like the first two. I probably did that at like my lunch break. Maybe that was probably coffee break actually. So it's like 10 hours or whatever. All right, so we get the Excelsior Strong box. Get the parts. Prototype. I guess I didn't even realize that that had the prototype tech protomatter in it too. Not the tier up stuff, but it's interesting because if that's a source of the protomatter, I'm pretty sure 41's against 34. I mean, I could be mistaken, but they could have changed it too. This is the one. This has the tier up catalyst. This has tier up catalyst. I don't need to pull that protomatter there, probably. That seems like a winning combo.
Here's a thought for someone. If clouds are made of water vapor, does that mean rain is just nature's way of providing a refreshing shower for all the plants throwing shade? Meanwhile, trees must have epic gossip sessions about who's getting the most rain.
Trees must have gossip sections about who's getting the most rain. Dude, that's probably somewhat true. How do I get plunder? Plunder is obtained through outposts. That's part of the last 30... last 30 hostiles on a regular outpost, or during an elite outpost. I think every round of hostiles gets that every wave. It doesn't show very well. I don't think just looking at the outposts. Yeah, if you go, it's part of the wherever they kind of get to like the accelerated stage or something, whatever they called it. Oh, I can't even look at it. So like the retaliation war rewards. Yeah, so it's the last 30 on a regular solo outpost. It can't be one of the level 51s though, because those don't go deep enough to get into the plunder. They only give you the retaliation medals. It's got to be a 53 or higher. And then, yeah, the last 30 retaliation waves will give you plunder. $63 regulars and 60 elites. Yeah, you're set then. Yeah, if you go all rounds in the 63s, then that's pretty good sourcing. Yeah, we have an event starting on Wednesday. Uh, 51 plus. Thursday. Starts on Thursday. It's Outpost event series. I don't know if it really didn't really lay out exactly what it is. I'm guessing there's a SLB and an SMS component to it, like we've seen with a lot of the events. Yeah, I kind of ran out of plunder myself. I ran out of one of the materials myself. And I was debating about whether I actually do one tonight. Retaliation medals. I ran out of the retaliation medals. But I'm not capped on the outposts. If you're capped on directives, like you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you'll get 400 back out of the 600 that you spend. Thanks for the sub, Omega. I would say like tonight you'd be fine. You're gonna be behind at most 200 directives. You know, depending on the number that you have, like if you're sitting at like 2600 or something, like that'll get you 6 full starts. And if you haven't gotten directives out of the Outpost store, you can get some there too, or out of the Alliance tournament store. You can get 4 full starts there. So, I mean, technically, you can make up one for tonight. So it wouldn't really put you behind. It's one of those things, like, the Alliance tournament store. If you didn't grab them already. Yeah, they're good. They're cheap too, really. It's one of those things, like, it's not worth hindering your progress to stay ahead that much, in my opinion. Like, it's good to have as much saved up as you can save, but not at the hindrance of progress. You're welcome. I'm gonna go set a couple miners on G6 stuff. I need to get a little more research for hazard resistance on these ships, especially this Klingon miner. I have troubles getting this one into an appropriate system. Without, like, using the Discovery or something. Hi, MJ. How you doing tonight? Oh, incoming. I'm guessing that's Viper. I keep on forgetting where I'm going. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Viper, thank you for the raid. So welcome to my house.
It's tiny, it's easy, and I don't need more than that. So now let's go.
Ooh, a Quasar one. Welcome in, Raiders.
Voyages of the Starship Cupid stunt. Its ongoing mission to explore strange new followers, to seek out new subs and new hype trains, to boldly go where no stream has gone before.
That was a pretty good little clip right there. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Cottontail. I am another Star Trek Fleet Command content creator. Just got myself off to a start for this evening, just getting into the game. How was stream? And I'm lost. But not lost in. Long and unplanned. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Lost out. Yeah, I'm lost out in space right now. I need like a Danger Will Robinson. I get lost on the way over to the V'ger space right now. No mini or rev tonight, so thought I'd fill a gap. Ah, that's a good idea. I guess I didn't know mini wasn't on. Yeah, every time I try to go up to V'ger space, I I have like this muscle memory of going up to Augment Exile space. That's what he said. Oh, Minnie is ill? Okay. That's what I get for not checking Discord anywhere. I've taken to bookmarking each loop. I really need to. Hello, Retro. How you doing tonight? I think I've shown that before. Like, I don't have any bookmarks right now. They're completely empty. Especially, like, in these loops where I'm in and tired and might fall asleep right now. That's good. Yeah, I'm in as many as I can. Thanks for the follow, Viper. I'm in as many Discords as I can get into. Like, I gotta go back and check every once in a while, but there's... I'm in 14, 15 different streamer Discords right now. Plus, like, a bunch of different groups and stuff. Wasn't following Cottontail. Cottontail's in a weird time zone for Viper. More Discords than streamers. Well, I mean, I definitely do, like, with all the, all, like, the different, like, tools and everything like that that are out there, and, you know, like, just other stuff that I'm in, and then other streamers not related to Star Trek Fleet Command. I mean, there's another 8 streamers that I'm in Discords for that just do general content stuff. Mine's special, it's 420 friendly. Yes, yours is definitely very 420 friendly. I didn't pay attention to what these hostels were. I don't know what the scoring mechanic is on these. Oh, I got 66. It's just getting damage against them. Okay. I don't know if it was like Apex or something like that. I have to be awake in like 3 hours. Oh my. Yeah, sometimes I just gotta make sure, because like the one for the silence is a rough one, because I've got to kill like 40 different hostiles for it. That's what I did today, Viper. I was up late last night myself, and today is a working from home day. What's the about? Well, I don't have the command set up. I have the command set up to read at the beginning of the line, not like anywhere. To be honest, every time I open up OBS, that plays. Because it's like somehow the default or the most played or something. I have one source that plays all the clips. All right, have a good sleep, or I guess maybe even a nap. We'll call it, Viper. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for bringing your community in. There's some decent clips out there. Yeah, Butter Pecan's probably got a couple at the ready. There's definitely a few on the channel right now that are available. Okay, that was not painful at all. Which I guess the Hurok ones are typically not. Not of me. Oh, that was an MJ hack clip. All those from last night even. I must have been asleep by the time that happened because I don't remember any clippable moments, particularly when I was watching. When I was still awake, at least. Messing about with the game a lot. Yeah, today's definitely a good day to do like just some random crap. Like there's light events. You don't have anything that's really important except for maybe the Syndicate Pass event. Oh yeah, there's definitely some fun clips. Could give you an old man jump scare. I could turn into a stream sticker. All right, I can close my tab. There's a few dandies out there. I mean, just in the last, what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks. I mean, that's a pretty good candidate. Okay, I don't like the way that they put the random words in for this one. Attractive kawaii swallow? The heck does that mean? What's that going? Am I echoing? Or did you paste one of those already? Oh, you did paste one of those. Last one I saw you paste was the was the Lost in one. No, those are all good potentials for you, MJ. Have fun. Yeah, when you put in echo, I was nervous because I just changed tabs on my browser and I was like, oh crap, what did I do wrong? Hello, Morty. How are you doing tonight? This morning? This afternoon, probably. It might be late enough already for that. Well, tomorrow. Just hit afternoon. I'm starting to get a little bit of an understanding of the time zones. How am I doing? Doing pretty good. It's been a little bit of a chilly weekend, but we're getting back to positive temperatures, so it's gonna be a little bit nicer of a week because it's like 20 degrees above what it was over the weekend. Actually, 30 degrees above. Have a good night, Aspie. Thanks for the lurk.
Here's a thought for someone. If we could train squirrels to deliver pizza, would they be considered the world's tiniest, furriest delivery drivers, or just very enthusiastic thieves? Either way, I'm definitely tipping in acorns.
Why are we assuming they won't actually deliver the pizza?
Bruh.
That's very appropriate. Like, I don't understand why we can't make the best out of the squirrels as the delivery drivers. At some point, I'm going to rewrite that command so it'll actually take input. I had issues getting that up and running, and I just left it at just doing a random thought. I think I understand the programming a little bit more now. I might be able to get away with it.
F&A, Cotton, F&A.
I had to settle. I was fine with that. All right. 10 hostels, 71s. How much progress in CoW was this? $60 points. So that means I'm going to need to do 74 more hostels to complete CoW. That's interesting. Oh no, I got 140 points, so
Here's
there'll
a thought
be
for someone. If
66.
cats could talk, do you think they'd have opinions on us decorating our homes? Or would they just suggest we remove all furniture for maximum napping efficiency?
G7 CoW is definitely a change for sure. Dude, why is that voice the only one that talks about the cat jokes? Nah, dude, cats want to have like all the shelves so they can like hop around and knock shit off. Well, I'm gonna have to do my 50 hostels, and that'll leave 16 more. So between the G7 hostels and doing the hazard hostel thing, it'll probably get knocked out pretty damn close to the regular cadence. More furniture is equal to happier cats. I would imagine so, especially if you got knickknacks to knock off of shit. Knocking shit off and highly allergic. That's 2 reasons. All right, so I'm going to do unwavering diligence. I'm gonna cloak. Knock this first one out. Do my cloaking daily. Yeah, V'ger is definitely a good spot for cleanup. Because those Hurok hostels are very attainable. If it was a Gorn day, I don't know if that would be as fun. It would be nice if they introduced some other 71s into the game too. Sorry, cat people. I'm not a cat person, but I mean, like, I like enjoy cats. As long as they're, you know, like not chaotic. If they're calm and just like to be pet, that's fine. I just don't like cats that are chaotic. I don't like dogs that are chaotic either, for that matter. Like, I like calm and reasonable pets. Like kids, fun to be around and great to give back. Yeah, same thing with kids. Like, kids that are chaotic, I'm not that big of a fan of, but if they're all calm and, you know, like, cool and stuff, yeah, fine. Perfect. I think that even goes with any humans and everything in general. Four cats is a lot. That requires some patience. Well, can be. I mean, sometimes that's just fine too. Like, I've been in households that have 4 cats and, you know, like, you wouldn't even really realize it. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the magic number. Eight is the magic number these days. 4 kids is crazy. My brother has 3. I mean, sometimes just 2 can be crazy. It all depends on how they act. I think 3 is kind of like the magic number for a lot of people right now. Two are twins. That can either be like a really positive thing or that could be a really negative thing. Because it depends if they're supportive or if they're mischievous together. Thank you for the raid, Chad, bro. Chillin'. Welcome back in again.
Clouds are just water vapor having an existential crisis. Does that make rain the sky's way of crying over missed opportunities? Let's hope they don't drown us with their sorrows.
We're on a big thing about clouds tonight.
Fairly normal for me.
Ooh, we got a shout out this time, or we got a clip this time. How was stream? How was your stream tonight? Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Cottontail. I am content creator for Star Trek Fleet Command, unofficial, associated with Warp Drive 5 in their next gen. Ready to do a commercial? Oh no, that you did. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's horrible timing. $5,480 solo outpost directives, but only 1,200 elite. The only way to get more elite is in the well, thank you for the gifted. Thank you, Tin Man. Ooh, that starts a hype train. Stream is great. Pushing the solo leaderboards, mostly in OPC hunting Devores. Nice.
Driving me insane, the motherfucking hype train. Driving me insane, the motherfucking hype train.
I always forget how chaotic that song is. Thank you for kicking off the hype train. Amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, how can you get more elite outpost directives? I think the only way that you can actually get more of those is in the outpost refinery. Appreciate you, Tin Man. That's awesome. That's big W for the community. All the extra people that don't have to watch ads now. Kinky Jesus, MJ Hat, Moopsy Seth, Carl the Wiz, and Asi Urtu. Omega didn't. Oh. Yeah, Butter Pecan beat me to that one too. Is that a butter dish? I mean, it's good that we've got the sourcing. It's kind of slow and it doesn't really keep up with what I'd say like the demand and usage of like the loop is. But it's a good starting off point for sure. So, I mean, like, from this point here, like, we've got a baseline set. That means that, you know, like, we can voice our opinions and get a little bit more out of it. All right, Chad, go have dinner. I hope you have a great dinner. Thanks for rating in again. Why does it say ad is starting in 1.5 minutes again? What? That doesn't even make sense. Did the ads get cut short? No. Should be 3 per week free regular and 2 per week for same price as 1 week per week now.
Yeah, you definitely fisted that thing.
Shut up.
I like how like half of the clips that we've been catching have been like other streamers that are on stream. Yes, Tin Man, we definitely need to do another stream together. You can get Butter Pecan to get you some clips. Is that Miner? Oh, that was there yesterday. I just weird veil things. Is this even here? That is there. Thanks for the hype train again. Appreciate that so much. Jesus
Did I jump scare
Christ.
you? Yeah, I bet I did.
I'm lucky I wasn't staring at the screen at that point. I would have probably pooped my pants if I would have been looking at the screen when that happened. Oh, what question do we have above? Somebody purchases multiple subscriptions for some reason. My name is never picked. Is there ever any reason? It's kind of a random thing. Yeah, it is definitely a matter of luck. Like, I feel like the most recent followers to the channel get priority a lot of times. Because, or like the recent viewers, like people that have the most recent activity with the channel or newer activity with the channel, because there's a lot of times where, you know, like I'll go around with like there's a streamer that I like that one of the things that he does around Christmas time is he likes to go gift subs into random streamers' channels, you know, people that are smaller streamers like myself. And, you know, when doing that, you know, like one of the things that he does is he has his chat go in and, you know, type in some kind of like a Merry Christmas message. And a lot of times when I go into the chat and do that before he does his big donation of like, I don't know, 20 or 50 subs, whatever it is. A lot of times I'll end up catching one of those subs. Cause like it'll prioritize followers. And I think it also probably prioritizes people that haven't subbed before, but it might also be people that are in stream presently counting in the stream. And then I know once you hit that limit of followers, it'll actually reach outside of the stream to people that have viewed. Because it gets really interesting, because if you get above the follower count, it goes like outside to people that haven't even seen the stream at some point. You know, like if somebody would come in here and donate 1,000 subs right now, like my channel probably has not had 1,000 unique people interact with it at all. So like it would actually just reach out to people that are in tangential communities. I don't even know if I can see that number. I can see it in a 30-day period. So like just in the last 30 days, my channel's had 770 unique viewers. So if somebody donated 1,000 subs right now, it should go to 770 of those people minus whoever's currently subscribed. And then the remainder of that will go to people that have been in, you know, DJs communities, Samos, Revs, you know, people that may not be following my channel, may not have even been in the stream before, or would not have been in the stream at all, but are following those other people that are tangential to me. Yeah, Twitch Nitro is a, what is it, $15 a month? It just basically kills all the ads. Which works really good because I still get, like the equivalent ad revenue off of Nitro still. So well, you're not losing. That's only if there's too many, if there's more subs than I've had visitors. So like you got a sub. Well, no, you subbed, I guess. But yes, if you were to get a like, I don't know how many viewers I have right now, but
here's
like,
a thought for someone. If bread can get toasted, does that mean it experiences a midlife crisis every time it pops up golden crispy? Maybe that's why so many loaves dream of becoming French bakes. They want to live their best life before being toasted.
if bread can get toasted, does that mean it experiences a midlife crisis every time it pops up golden crispy? Wow, that one's unique. You should never lose to people that have never been in the stream. Because it should go to people that are following first, and then people that have watched but never followed. And then if it gets through all of those, then it would reach out to people that have never been in the stream. Because I've been on channels that have done that before, where they exceeded their follower count with their subs. No, it doesn't screw people who actually support the channel, because everybody that comes here on a regular basis is going to be in that first priority group, and then it just casts a wider and wider net. You know, it starts with a small group, and it just slowly expands that until it fulfills the number of ads that have been, or the number of subs that have been given out. I'm sorry if that doesn't make sense.
Here's a
Nobody
vote for
believes are
someone.
official.
If vegetables could talk, I bet the broccoli would always be the smartest in the room, while the carrot just keeps trying to find the root of the problem. Who knew salad had such deep conversations?
What the frick voice is that? I don't even know which voice that was. Because I have 5,000 outpost directives. Should I continue doing those every other day? I think... generally speaking, yes. I think once we get through the event and you get down underneath the level cap, once you get that figured out, once you get down to that level cap area, Do them as often and only as you need them. Yeah, we have the event on Thursday. I would say do them only as often as you need them to try to save for the event. But again, I wouldn't short your progress specifically for it. It all depends on what we end up seeing for payouts and stuff on the event. Like if it's gonna be lucrative and worth holding on for, then yeah, it's gonna definitely pay for it. But I don't think that that's gonna be the case. Like, I think you're better off making sure that you have the sufficient amount of the retaliation medals and the plunder to be able to do whatever redeems you need to do. I think that's more important to keep that progress going there. Yeah, Galactic Rush tomorrow, yes. Which I do consider a very, very big joke. It's beneficial to the fact that it's 3-star plus, so it's like building a 5-star ship isn't too big of a deal for it, as long as it doesn't take multiple tiers per spend event. Otherwise, I'll be sitting that one out completely if it's gonna be stupid payouts and stupid costs. I'm guessing I probably already got 2 months worth of G5 ships to scrap, so I'm not in a big hurry to get more lined up. Unless it pays good. If it pays good, then I'll participate. Guess what? What, MJ? Cotton Bowl is now a thing. I am not surprised. When is G5 scrapping? G5 scrapping is soon. I can't see. There it is. Soon. Only 8 scenes to do. Brother, you got to put that all in one scene and just add that scene to the other scenes. Do your scene nesting. I've got all my overlays in one scene, so I only have to make changes in one spot. Just figured out how to use chroma key. Chroma key's kind of dangerous too, because there's certain things that don't play nice with it. Like if you have something that has too much green, it can really do some funky stuff with it. Yes, candies definitely needed the chroma. Oh yeah, I suppose if you're doing unique sources for each one of those, then it's easy to change it. But I was thinking like my sound alerts and stream stickers and stuff, like, well, especially sound alerts. Some of that stuff is set up to have green screen. But then some of the stuff that doesn't need green screen but has green elements in it can get those disappeared. That's weird. So I had to start swapping out a couple of my animations I was using for sound alerts. I have not seen that one in a bit. Well, and I learned a lot of that too, just from redoing everything. Like, I knew it was a thing, I just never really sat down and did it. Because as you're building, it's way easier to build piece by piece by piece. But then, like, once you have all those pieces, it's not too bad to bring it back, because if you're replicating things more than once, it's worthwhile just to set up a special scene. Did I recall that? I don't remember if I did. Plunder is pretty important. Like, it's half of the stuff that you need in the outpost refinery. So, like, what is it? The hierarch shards take it.
If coffee can make beans feel a little jittery, does that mean the beans have their own version of a caffeine high? Next time you sip, just imagine a tiny bean having a dance party.
Tiny bean, huh? Heyo. Alright, so yeah, plunder, you get hierarch shards, fleet commander Cisco, Sigma commander credits are there. The fleet commander seat unlock is there too, but that's a lot of plunder. And it needs to be OCC 61. Vengeance blueprints are available with plunder. Premium mirror dust is in there with plunder. I think the turn-ins for the prime particles, these are all plunder too. So like those are all good things that you can source with it. Like right now I'm hanging on to plunder fine, it's just the retaliation medals I'm short on. I've just been overspending those. Outpacing them. The most important thing, I would say probably the premium mirror dust. If you don't have all that stuff maxed in the Mirror Universe refinery, that's really good stuff. And if you don't have like all your disco, if you don't have all your disco research maxed, the Prime Valor emblem is another really good one. Any of these can be beneficial if you need the primes unlocked, but Prime Valor emblem is really, really useful. Because being able to get that discovery to warp stuff out to high G6 for you for mining and stuff, that could be super useful, super time saving. You can stretch your ships out for quite a while that way too. I mean, even if I don't know if is that also the sourcing for Fleet Commander Cisco? Because if that is, then he's going to be beneficial for G7 efficiencies and stuff too. That's kind of a yes and no area. The 68 miners will be usable for G7 mining. So like they come in very beneficial, but to be honest, you don't really need them until you're like 70. Like you don't need them at 68. They're useful, depending on what the node pressure is and stuff on your system, it may benefit you to get it early on. They're not expensive to get them up to a usable level, I don't think. To me personally, they weren't prohibitively expensive to get at least one up there, like whatever your primary material is that you need. The Selkies work just fine for normal G6 stuff, unless you have really heavy node pressure. But then again, if you have Discovery maxed, then you don't need a 68 miner until you get into the Veil, really. So I don't think the Selkie is that much slower. It's like 2/3 the speed, I think. So this miner on its node, 375,000. It's 115,000 for a Selkie without any mining crew and without any tech that boosts the mining speed. Yeah, so it's realistically about half. Yeah, there's a fine line between what's beneficial time-wise and what's too fast. Like, I really liked having my ship set up at the point where it took me 8 hours to max out a node, because then, you know, like, that's a sleep cycle, that's like a work shift, you know, like, that takes care of not having to worry about them. And then when you get past that tipping point where it gets down to like 5 hours, all of a sudden you kind of have to start setting alarms to reset nodes and stuff, and it gets a little frustrating. But or you just accept somebody knocking you off the node and being your alarm clock that way. Yeah, I mean, especially when the big thing is if you're just mining to get the daily done, you don't really need speed specifically. Yes, first thing I did, and I think that leveling up those mining ships is a good thing to do once you're at 70, because that's, you know, resources that you can put towards your first vengeance event. So that's kind of why I would push to just save it for 70 myself. Just anything you can do to get an extra 25 or 50 vengeance blueprints it's worth it in my opinion. I keep on forgetting to jump. I have one hostile left that I need to get up here. I only had one of my one of my trips go 9, which I guess technically works because that should also finish out Call of War. Crucible of War. I was thinking Call to Arms. Oh, that's not quite. No, that'll still work out because I still have to do the G6 hazard hostiles. So we've got the Veil hostiles done. So I'm going to switch over to doing G6. Save myself a hull. I would definitely suggest one of each of the 68s. They're relatively cheap. Need to fix Discord video again? Fixing things is always not fun. It's a lot better when things just work. But I mean, I technically made a career out of things being broken, so I really can't complain about it. Hi Zero, how you doing tonight? Just grinding away. That's always a good thing.
I am still trying to get to 69.
You use 3 ships now in Outpost on half the cube, so I use Velox, GS31, and Relativity. Do you have any crewing advice? Without the cube, I mean, you're still probably better off putting what, Chang on the GS31? I'll run through my crews in a second here. The ones that I've been using. I don't think I've changed in Sulu or anything like that. How do I do shoutouts to a group on their first words? It gets a little complicated in like an actual group unless you already have that as a variable. If it does, then you should be able to do... You should be able to do a first words with a... With a generic placeholder. I think if you don't put in a name, then it'll take any first words. And then you can do an if-else statement against that list. Because if you don't select a particular user in that list, it'll pass a variable on that you can check against. No, complicated. It's not too complicated. I've got most of that set up already. I just wasn't able to get it working the way that I wanted, and then I kind of evolved the way that I wanted to do things. All right, Tin Man, go enjoy your run. Where are we at? Do we have the Hazard Hunter? I think that was all I have there. So if I just knock down a couple more 71s. If I get another couple 71s, then I can finish off the Crucible of War. I don't know how many that there is. That really sucks that only 71 plus scores. 7 more. Maybe I needed to go do Rock. Yeah, that's so much more efficient. Oh, I keep on getting lost trying to get over to V'ger space. It attacks survey ships first. I was thinking that 41 was going against 34 this month, too. Yeah, I forgot to go look. Oh, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. Did I get it done? I did get it done. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's look at what I have for outpost crews. Now, this is what I've been set up for my 3 ships. So I'm running a Cube, a Negvar, and my Crenshaw. So So on my cube, I've got Chang as my captain. I have anti-Riker to add critical chance. And then I have Giorgio to add burning. And then my Crenshaw is my biggest ship. I run 5 Lorca and Khan. And then my last ship, I just was running Eurydice, what is that? Meth Mud? I don't remember which one that is. Old Mud. And then Row. Just for something to kind of be out there. And then my below decks, I pretty much just got set with everybody that can have an effect. I've been kind of playing around a little bit with the Negvar because I've got Sulu unlocked now. So I've been kind of using him on that ship. Yeah, which has also got Griffin on it. Griffin was the only content creator I saw in 41. So the below deck. So the first ship I've got Joaquim, Black Ops Chapel, S&W Scotty, S&W DeChalk, Beckett Mariner, and Dzok. Now that was the way that I kind of was able to set up like everything that really did anything. Like Dzok doesn't really matter, but it's still a status effect and does have like a little bit of an effect. And then on my other ship, I have Helia, Picu, Devonna, Tendi, Samantha and Rutherford, and I have the Doctor on there too. Again, this was the ship, my biggest ship, so I had a little bit of a little extra loot boost there with the Crenshaw. And then this one, I've got Odo, Badgie, Boimler, and I put Beer on here just because I had an extra slot, and I think that was the last officer that actually really did anything against the outpost that I really had set free and available. I'm not saying these are the best crews or anything like that, but these have been ones that I've been able to do what I needed to do with them. After Rutherford, the Doctor, I put for the last one. I kind of just went down the list and made sure I just assigned all the officers that worked for both the outpost and the retaliation hostiles. I think there are better crews that do work against the retaliation hostiles. I just haven't gone back and triple checked that. It's a decent starting spot. if you get a little bit interested, you can go to this stfc.cc list. That's Quazel's list. And in this list, there is a does it work list. I don't think I do. There would be a link to it in the announcements when it came out.
If two mind readers have a conversation, is it still a dialogue or just an awkward silence? And if they start thinking about pizza, does that count as a slice of their thoughts?
Slice of their thought? That's crazy. Helia was somebody you don't use on the V'ger hostels. I think, yes. She's one of the no-goes for V'ger. But in this list here, you can choose your target you're going against, and underneath the list of officers, or was it the officers area? The officer search. So if you pick the, I need to make a copy. You need to make a copy of this list first. Once you have the list, so you can go to the officer search tab and then select your outpost retaliation is what I'm thinking of here. And then that'll bring up a list of all the officers that work against the retaliation hostiles. And then you can select which ones you want to have. So if it's like the below deck ability ones, you can check them. So it'll only be listing out the below deck ability hostiles or officers. So like this is the comprehensive list of all the officers that work below deck. We don't need the header section that tall, but you know, like, so it's a really good resource to be able to check things out. It's going to be updated for everything. There's a lot of really good resources for checking that stuff out. I'm trying to think, did I have a channel just for the spreadsheets? I don't. Maybe that would be more beneficial than having it mixed in with the other announcements. So I have it in my STFC announcements channel. I'll make an adjustment to that so that it's in its own channel. That'll make more sense in the long run. Well, it gets a little tough with the printer because, you know, like every update, this technically changes. Yeah, it won't hurt to have a graphic channel for the one sheets. I'm always open to suggestions for improvement. And there's a lot of other Discords and stuff that have that information available too. But yes, it's always good to be able to have as much information handy as you need. Oh, you're welcome. I mean, that's what most of us streamers are going to be here for, is to not only blabber about our opinions that may or may not be stupid, but also just share information and share resources. It's part of that passion of the game, you know, like the better experience that everybody has with the game, the better the game is overall. What ops am I? I am Op 71. I did the G7 Ascension. I'm still saying January 2nd because I think that's what it was. Yeah, January 2nd. It was kind of an accident. I didn't intend to do it that night. It just happened to... It just happened to work out. So are you newbie? Yeah, a little bit. I've only been playing for... Well, this will be 7 years. I never remember. It's at least 7 years. Might be 8. You're just getting the hang of it. So much changes that, you know, like any experience that I had in the first 5 years is barely transferable to any new players. Like, I've got a new account that I shouldn't even say I have a new account. I started playing a new account just to see what the current startup is, because I heard that they changed a lot of the you know, like the new player experience, and it's been kind of the same way for almost 2 years now. So they introduced the new TNG officers in as the starting crew set, and then they added Boldly Go into the tutorial, I guess would be the best way to put it. All right, so Crucible is done. I'm not worried about Fleet Commander elevation because there's not a Fleet Commander upgrade event running right now, so I don't think that is worth putting anything into it because it's a 2-day event. And that's like the only event to really do today. That's crazy. Okay, this will be 7 years for me then. I started in like that following June, July, August, something like that. Let's see. It's 9 o'clock. It's about time for me to end stream so I can be a good boy and end up going to bed at a reasonable-ish time. I see our next gen friend Jason V-Neck is on tonight. Haven't had an opportunity to raid him in a little bit. Border Pecan's probably pretty damn close to 73 too, to be honest. So I'm gonna start a raid off to Jason V-Neck. Jason is a very nice person. He's always been very kind and very welcoming and entertaining. He's a very entertaining person as well. It looks like he might have had a little bit of an upgrade to his stream, maybe? I don't know. This overlay looks a little bit different that he's running right now. Very far from 73? Okay. I wasn't 100% certain. I know that you've been kind of working on it a little bit here. Let's see. Today is Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Well, I hope everybody has a fantastic Tuesday. Tomorrow is taco day, so if you enjoy tacos, definitely be sure to get your favorite taco and treat yourself a little bit. I will be live again tomorrow night. We will go through the start of the Officer Flash Pass and whatever other new events that are coming with that. The what you call it thing. I don't know, whatever it is. See you tomorrow night.